Okay, we're here with Patrick at 600 Eucalyptus Lane in the city of Los Angeles. We're running from the clean out that's on the side of the house. There's some roots here, yeah. That's on by the wall. You can see this is where it ties into the other main clean out that's underneath the deck. Now we're going to bring it back. You're going to see there are some roots in the line. We had a little bit of a difficulty getting past this point here, but you can see there is some good amount of roots. I mean, the camera is going through. This line will probably either need to be cleaned with the hydro jet or replaced for a permanent fix. Now they're coming underneath the other deck that's in the back. It's got some minor roots. You can see at the joints. This is a 4-inch clay pipe that we're in. Taking a turn on the side of the house. That's on the left side if you're facing from the street. Stop, go forward. This here is where the downstairs bathroom ties in. You can see they bring it back a little. You can see they cut the pipe and they stuck in the 4-inch ABS plastic pipe. So not correctly done.
Right.
It's going to work the way it is, but it's not done correctly.
Right. They just jammed it in there.
Yeah. Now coming up the side of the house, 4-inch clay pipe also has some minor roots. Nothing crazy. By the way, where that connection is about 2 feet deep. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn here shortly. We're going to start heading underneath the house. Where it exits the house, approximately about 2 feet deep as well, underneath the bricks there. You can see coming up the side of the house there are some minor roots. Now we're going to make a turn. We transition to ABS plastic. This is heading underneath the house now. And we located that 2 feet deep underneath the bricks. Underneath the house, the piping looks all good. Okay. Cast iron also looks like it's in pretty good shape. Most of it's all ABS. Coming up out of the clean out. Okay, we're just going to show you where we're at. Here we are on the side of the house. We're going to pause the recording. We're going to run from the clean out that's underneath the deck all the way to the main. My fingers don't have much.
Where it jets out.
Okay, so we're running from the clean out that's in the basement. That's where it connects, where we saw the connection that's not properly done, but that's where the connection is. Let's bring it back. Now, ABS plastic from the downstairs bathroom, all in good condition. Nice and clean. Okay, and there's the clean out. So we're going to pause the recording, run it from the third clean out.
Thank you. Make sure we put it high enough to pay for my Christmas.
Okay, so we're running the camera out from the clean out on the porch. We got permission to go ahead and hydrojet the line. The city connection's all the way down at the bottom on the easement. Now the pipe heading down the hill, it has a good amount of roots. That's why we recommend it to clean the line. We're going to see it when we start heading up the hillside. You're going to see a good amount of roots. See roots coming in there. Once we get this done, the line's going to be clean enough. That way you won't have to worry about it for at least 2 years. You can see heavy roots here. This will definitely give you a blockage eventually. More heavy roots here. Another heavy root here. So basically the whole way down there's roots. You can see the line has roots the whole way. Every 4 feet you have a joint where the roots are coming in from. You can see a heavy root there. Okay, another very heavy root there. And we come up out of the clean out. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the recording here. We're going to clean the line. Okay, so we're just running the jetter from the side of the house. We just cleaned the line from this clean out from the side all the way up to the secondary clean out that's underneath the porch. You can see from the previous recording the line is pretty clean. Coming back. Nice and clean now. This is making a turn on the left side of the house if you're facing towards the street. There's a connection for the downstairs bathroom. we're dragging here. Okay, we're going to be making a turn. You can see this whole stretch is pretty clear. Coming underneath the house now. This is all in good condition underneath the house, which we saw in the first recording. Okay, we're going to come up out of the clean out. We're going to pause the recording. We're going to run the jetter from the clean out underneath the deck out to the city. Okay.
6007.
It's on the
Okay.
continuous recording. So we're just ran the jetter from the clean out. That's at the side. I mean, underneath the deck. That was the city sewer. You can see what a difference it is compared to what the first recording was. You can see how nice and clean it is. We are going to run the jetter through one more time just to get a nice, good, clean line. But you can see much cleaner. Roots are completely almost out. We got pretty much 95% of them out. We're just going to run it through one more time to just clean up the little bits that you'll see coming up the line right now. You can see a little bit there. Those are minor compared to what it was. There are some cracks along the way, but it's not a big deal in the clay pipe. Okay, coming up the hillside here. So we're going to start seeing it approximately about maybe next 10 to 15 feet. We're going to see more roots, which that's the ones we want to clean up right now. See a little bit there. You can see roots here. Those are all going to be gone. I'm going to give it a nice good clean. You can see a root there. That's actually a little broken too, but you see a big root here. So what we're going to do is, let's just bring the camera out. I'm going to pause this one more time. Okay.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're nice and clean. Definitely going to need to be maintained probably in several years.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and stop the recording.